Hello everyone, welcome back to tutorial. I greet you according to your time frame. Hope you people are doing well. So today in our tutorial we're going to learn how to make this handbag, a bit purse we are seeing here. So I'm going to put you through on how to cut the pattern and also how to sew it. So if you are stopping by for the first time, please do me a favor to subscribe to my channel to support me. And my returning subscribers, thank you very much. You are the best. So without taking your time, let's get started. Okay guys, as you can see, I've already cut out my leather, and also you can see I've also gum wording on it, but don't worry, I will explain to you what I did here. So the measurement I use for the body, I've cut out two pieces. The measurement is, the width is 9, the height is 7 inches, and I have two pieces. While the flap, I cut out 8 inches by 7 inches. The 8 inches is the width and the 7 inches is the height. So that 8 inches, I shaped it by the two sides. On one side, I shaped it by 1/4 inch on both sides to get 7.5. Then while the height still remains 7, then at the down part of the that height, I shaped it and I curved it to get a curve shape. What I used in curving it is, on the both side I took 1 inch, then I connected it with a curve. Okay, as you can see, I'm done gumming my wording to my leather. I've also gummed my lining and my flap together. You can also see that I have fixed my magnetic lock on the lining side. What I did, from the edge, I went in by 1/2 inch before I fixed my magnetic lock. So now I'm going to sew it. I'm sewing it this way, like this, till I get here. That's what I'm going to do now. So I'm done sewing it. I'm going to take one of the front and back leather. Is the same thing, so I will just pick one. Remember, here we added 1 inch for our back, for where we stitch it at the back. But when we sew with our lining, we are going to use 1/4 inch. So from here, I will measure 1.25 inch. So at that point of 1.25 inch, I will centralize my flap and stitch. I will stitch it this way, and also I will stitch it 2 times. That's what I'm going to do now. Okay, you can see I'm done sewing my back flap. So to get our gusset, the length of our gusset, you have to measure round this place. You measure it round this way. So I have 22 here. So that will be the length of my gusset. So, and the width of my gusset is going to be by 3 inches. So now we're going to shape our gusset. If you look at this, I have marked some things here. I took 1/4 inch here, I took 1/4 inch here. So I will, from the up here, I will take 7 inches. Here also, I'm going to take 7 inches. So what I will do is that I'll put my ruler, slant it from that 7 inches point, connect it to the 1/4 inch. I'll connect it. I will also do same on this side. Then I will cut it out. What I did here is what I will do on this side also. So you can see the shape it gave me now. So what I did here is exactly what I'm going to do on this side. So I'm going to cut wording for this my gusset, and I will also gum it on it the way I did on the front and back pattern and also the flap. You see what is called wording. So I'm going to also gum on this one. So now I'm going to get the middle of this side now. Now that I've gotten the mid, I will also notch the front, the center, midpoint of the front also. Okay, please, before I sewed my gusset to my body, I first sew my D-ring holder to it. So the size of the leather I use for the D-ring holder is 1 inch, and the length is I use 2.5 inches for the length. I couldn't lay hands on the clip, so you just get your 2.5 inches leather, put it in your D-ring and fold it into two. From the gusset, up of the gusset, the place that we shaped, you come down by 2 inches before you sew your D-ring to the gusset. That is exactly what I did. I'm sorry about that. I could not lay my hand on that particular clip. Then I will bring my gusset. I will match it midpoint to midpoint. I will arrange my leather. You see it? Everything matched. So I will do some on this side. Have you seen it? So I'm going to my sewing machine now to sew it round. I'll go to my machine now and sew it round. I will bring this also. I will match it midpoint to midpoint. So I'm going to my machine now to sew it round. So when I'm done sewing it round, I will also get my lining and also the gusset of my lining. What I did here is what I will do on my lining. So you can see I'm done sewing it round. This is what I have after sewing it round. So you have to notch the curve edges. You have to notch it gently so that you will not cut your thread. So now I'm going to turn it to the right side. So for me to fix the second part of my magnetic lock, I have to bring my flap forward, this, centralize it. So I have to apply my chalk on this one. So the mark of the chalk is what I will follow to fix the other one. This is the point. So I will bring the second one. So I'm going to centralize it on this point. Then I will puncture that point. You put your washer, then you press it down. Okay, see my lining, I've sewn it the way I sewed my bag. But the only difference here is I left a space where I will turn my bag from. So now what I will do is that I'll pick my bag. This is the right side of my bag. I will look at the way I place my flap. So I will put it inside this is the right side of my lining. So the right side of my lining and the right side of my bag will be facing each other. I will just tuck it inside this way. So I bring the stitch lines together this way. You see what I did here? So I will sew it round. So you can see I'm done sewing it. So I'm going to turn it from this point now. Okay, I'm done turning my bag to the right place. I've also gone ahead to close the place I turned my bag from. Don't forget it. When you finish turning your bag to the right place, stitch it together, as in put the lining together and top stitch on it. So after turning it, this is what I have. So you have to push your lining inside and arrange it and top stitch. Arrange it and top stitch. That's what I'm going to do. As I'm pushing it inside now, top stitch on it round. I'm done top stitching it. This is what I have now. You can see, very neatly done. So now we're going to fix our chain. I'm using chain for the handle. Okay guys, this is our bag now. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Thank you for watching to the end of this tutorial. God bless you all.